At the beginning of this story, a girl named Annie is shown who is sitting in her room in fear. She is praying to God because outside her mother is banging her head on the door asking her to open the door. But Annie doesn't open the door because she knows a spirit has possessed her mom. A few years pass and Annie has grown up and become a nun. Here the Catholic Church reopens exorcism schools to train priests in the rite of exorcism. Actually, this school was in 1835, after which it was closed, and now Catholic Church has opened it once again. Annie is also sent here so that she can look after people who are possessed by evil forces. She wants to learn exorcism, but the special thing here is that exorcism is never taught to girls, that is, to females. Annie has to take care of a girl here who is completely dominated by evil forces. The name of this girl is Natalie. She is only 10 years old. Annie behaves very well with her, that's why Natalie likes her very much. In her room at night, she hears someone's voice. She comes out in the corridor where she can hear the sound of a crying child. She looks back, but there is no one in the corridor, and when she looks ahead, she sees Natalie. She gets shocked to see her because all the patients here are kept locked in their rooms, and only a few people can open that lock. After dropping Natalie off at her room once again when she comes down, once again, Annie hears voices that seem familiar to her. Chasing those voices, she passes in front of the classroom. Father Quinn shows some people a photo of a lady and tells them that this lady was brought to the school. It was possessed by the devil, but exorcism did not work on it. Annie is also interested in this thing. That's why she sits in the class, wherein Father tells everyone that it is most important to do an exorcism and that we have to always remember the words of God, because the evil forces and their companions always want to mislead and scare us. When we want to cure a person, then due to his recovery, the person who is performing the exorcism dies. Now next day Annie takes out the file of that girl about whom Father was telling everyone at night. There is also an audio file of this girl in which she said she always hears strange sounds. After hearing this, Annie remembers her childhood when her mother was possessed by some evil force. Actually, Annie's mother also used to hear a voice that always tell her that I had come here to take your daughter and not you, because God has chosen her. She is their soldier who will one day fight against us. Annie wants to read the records of more people in the library, but librarian refuses to give her any documents. She explains to her that you should not attend Father Quinn's class. Annie asks why only males do exorcism. Females can also do it, and I want to learn it. Meanwhile, Father Quinn also comes and says that if she wants to do this, then we should let her learn. Sister Euphemia says that she can't do this. Her life may be in danger by doing so. Frightening events begin to happen to her, such as disturbing visions and memories. After this, it is shown that Annie is taking care of a man, and only then he starts humming something. This is the same tune that Annie's mom used to hum. That possessed male patient harassing her and dancing with her against her will when she is trapped in his room. After this, the man attacks Annie. Annie tries to escape, but before the possessed male patient harms her, he himself becomes unconscious. Now here Sister Euphemia and Father Quinn visit the priest. The priest tells both of them that the possession, which had ended many years ago, has started once again because of Annie. Sister Euphemia says that if it is so, then we should send her once again to the old convent from where she has come here. Father says that nothing will happen by doing this, that devil will not leave her. It is better that we teach her exorcism, which she herself wants to learn. Although Sister Euphemia is not in its favor because no female is taught exorcism here. Priests also support the Father here and say that we can teach her so much exorcism that she can protect herself. Father tells that I have realized that she has a very deep connection with the devil somewhere. Annie attends classes, against some resistance from staff members and amusement by some priests. Now all the students who are here are taken outside a room in which Natalie is inside. Natalie's condition has now become much worse than before. The devil has completely dominated her. 2 people are sent inside to perform an exorcism on her. But here Natalie's eyes are completely changed. She starts walking upside down on the wall. Everyone is standing outside looking her. But the glasses here are such that one can't see outside from the inside. Now the very next moment Natalie stands in front of the glass, on the other side of which is Annie. The devil inside Natalie tells Annie, I want to come inside you, let me come. Because Natalie's condition is getting worse, Father goes inside. But Natalie attacks Father as well. Seeing this, Annie also comes inside. Annie says to take care of herself, and as soon as she says this, Natalie gets completely cured. Suddenly her hair starts going inside her mouth, and both those fathers who came inside to perform exorcism hold her hair. After which Father pronounces holy chanting here and pacifies Natalie. At night Annie goes to Natalie once again and asks her, "How are you now?" Natalie tells that just now she had a very scary dream. "I went to a place where there were many spirits and people, and all of them were shouting. There I could hear a strange voice telling me to do the same. And among all the people who were shouting, I saw you too." Annie gets upset after hearing that. However, she persists in her quest, delving into secret archives with the help of Dante, and looking into the histories of terminal cases, likely to die, and of one woman who was released from the institute. Here she watches the recorded video of a girl. This is the girl who was earlier in the possession of the devil. After that she got completely cured. The girl tells that the devil makes us realize our sins and shame. After that, the devil wins and the human being is defeated. Even if the devil leaves us, we live with the same guilt for our whole life. After knowing all this, Annie goes to the Father and tells him that during exorcism we should strengthen humans from the inside, because the devil makes them realize their sins and shame, which breaks the human being. Father asks Annie if this is the case, then how did the devil take over Natalie? She is just a 10-year-old innocent child in whom there can be no shame or any crime. She doesn't have an answer to this. Father Dante listens to all of Annie's words and then he tells her that his sister's health is very bad. Some devil has taken possession of her. You have to help me. Now both of them go to his sister's house. In fact, she had lost her child, for which she feels guilty. Annie assures her that you have not done anything wrong. It is not a crime. God still loves you. It was not your fault that you lost your child. After hearing this, Dante's sister starts to recover, but the devil gets angry with this. He dominates Dante's sister completely. But now there is no remorse, no shame, no guilt inside her. That's why the devil has to leave from there after being defeated, and in this way Annie saves the life of Dante's sister. After leaving the house, Annie tells Dante that after the death of her mother, a rich family adopted her. But after a few years, I got pregnant without marriage, due to which the family was insulted a lot. They threw me out of the house, after which I gave birth to a girl child, which the nuns took from me because I could not take care of her. And then I decided that I would also become a sister or a nun so that I can help people and do good work. I had left a cross with my daughter which my mother had given me when I was a child. I feel that it was my crime and God has not forgiven me even today. Dante says, I don't think so. I have seen glimpses of God many times in you. He has forgiven you. Then both come back to school. When Annie is in her room, hair comes out of her eyes, seeing which she gets shocked. She doesn't know what all this is. However, the school's leadership and the cardinal tell her the next morning that the woman killed herself. You shouldn't have done that. You are not yet proficient in exorcism. Annie unhappily concludes that she will go back to her old convent in response to the tragedy. She is sent back to where Dr. Peters arrives, consoles Annie and says that you are a good person. Now you are on a new path where humans make mistakes. The exorcism that was done on Natalie was completely successful. She has been sent home. The next day, Father Dante comes to meet her. He tells that when Natalie was being taken home, she was once again possessed by the devil. She became completely uncontrollable, and because of this, she killed 3 people. Annie is very sad to hear this because somewhere she feels connected to Natalie. Father Dante gives the cross and says that when Natalie was possessed, she gave it to me and asked me to deliver it to you. It turns out to be a cross, and Annie realizes that Natalie is her daughter after seeing it, because this cross belonged to Annie's mother which she had given to her. Annie learns why her daughter Natalie has been possessed by the devil, because he wants to make Annie feel ashamed of her crimes through her. Due to this she becomes weak and comes completely under the control of the devil. Annie wants to save her daughter Natalie at any cost. That's why she reaches the place where exorcism is done on such people from 1835 onwards, which have become very dangerous. Exorcism is being done to Natalie by keeping her behind bars, but it does not have any effect on her. Annie reaches there, after which the devil comes out completely. Whoever is doing exorcism, devil kills them all. Now Natalie is in front of Annie. She tries to pacify her, but there is still a devil inside Natalie. and Annie comes to understand why her mother took her own life when she was a child. Because she didn't want the devil inside her to possess her daughter. The same devil inside her daughter, and Annie also wants to save her daughter. Annie is special, that's why the devil can't enter her by himself. Annie tells him that he can come inside her, after which the devil completely dominates her. Father picks up Natalie and takes her to a safe place. Annie has completely possessed. After imprisoning the father behind the bars, she reaches her daughter Natalie and holds her, and starts drowning her in water. This is not ordinary water but holy water. Before Annie kills her daughter, here comes the spirit of Annie's mother who is always with her. She makes Annie realize who she is, Natalie who is hers, and how people sacrifice their lives to save her. After remembering all this, Annie starts fighting with her inner devil. She tries to wear the holy cross she has around her neck. Then she drowns herself in holy water. After going to holy water, the devil inside her leaves her body. Later Annie is shown who is in the hospital. Here Natalie comes to meet her, but she doesn't tell Natalie that she is her mother. Natalie is very happy now as she is completely recovered. She goes from here to her parents who have adopted her. Annie goes back to her school where the father and the priest decide that she will learn exorcism, so that she can help people with her powers and with her good intentions. Annie also wants to do the same because God chose her. She is a special soul who can help people. Annie is leaving in a taxi when she sees a woman on the street. The one who is staring at her means that she is also a partner of the devil. Then that taxi driver starts making strange noises because he is also an accomplice of the devil. Annie is ready to face such forces now, so she takes out the holy cross from her pocket. And only then the driver attacks her. This is where the film ends. This film has been released in 2022. Its rating on IMDb is 5.2. I hope you have liked this story. Thanks for watching.